Good morning, students. In the previous class, I will explain you about the introduction about the China. China two different phases. So one is establishing republic. Another one is establishment of new democracy. So first of all, we will know about the establishment of republic. So China was ruled by the Manchu dynasty. So China was ruled by Manchu dynasty during the 1644 to 1910. So in between the years, the China was ruled by Manchu dynasty. But during the Manchu dynasty, they were not encouraged the modern ideas. The Manchu dynasty was overthrown by Sun Yat-sen. So Sun Yat-sen was established a republic in 1911. So Sun Yat-sen belongs to poor family. He was studied in missionary schools. He was completed his medicine. He was great concern about the fate of China. He was great concern about the fate of China, and he was always thinking about the future of China. He was the founder of modern China. Sun Yat-sen was the founder of modern China. He was established first republic in China. The Manchu dynasty was overthrown by Sun Yat-sen. In 1911, he was established the republic. So he was attracted towards the Christianity and the democracy. He was attracted towards the Christianity and democracy, and he was introduced the Christianity and the democracy in China. So he studied the problems in China. He studied the problems, whatever the problems are there in China, and work out the solutions. And made the action plan. He was prescribed three principles. Those are San Min Chui. San means nationalism. Min means democracy. Chui means socialism. So Sun Yat-sen prescribed three principles. San Min Chui. San means nationalism. Min means democracy. Chui means socialism. So he also want to implement the land reforms in China. He want to redistribute the lands, government lands, into poor people in China. And also he want to make the industrial reforms. Also. So like that he had the plans, but he could not able to run the government in China. He can't able to establish a strong political rule in China because of the country was come under the control of warlords. Why Sun Yat-sen could not able to control the China? Because of the military. Military was not gave support to Sun Yat-sen. The country was come under the control of warlords. Who are warlords? Means the country side, the military officers, regional military power means regional military officers are known as the warlords. The country was come under the control of warlords. They continue to rule themselves in rural areas. They continue to rule themselves in the regions. So the Sun Yat-sen could not able to rule the country. So then after, under these circumstances, there is no social and political disturbances as rises in China. There is no stable government in China. So under these circumstances, one revolution was started, that is the May 4th movement. What is a May 4th movement? Means the Chinese was started this movement in China, in Beijing in 1919. So the angry demonstrators come out of the streets in Beijing. They protest against the Treaty of Versailles. Treaty of Versailles, that is, we have know after the World War I, the peace conditions was held in between the victorious countries and defeated countries. Treaty of Versailles. So the Chinese was expected their territories which were occupied by Japan. Chinese was expected to get back their territories. Chinese were expected to get back their territories by Japan, but they could not. They were not get. They did not get back their areas from Japan. They did not get back their areas from Japan. So then they were become unhappy. The Chinese was become unhappy, and they come out of the streets and protest against the Treaty of Versailles. Protested against the Treaty of Versailles. So this is known as the May 4th movement. This is known as May 4th movement. Along with this movement, the social reform movements also continued. Along with this movement, social reform movements also continued. The most of the people in China, they were refused the traditional methods. Chinese refused the traditional methods. Instead of traditional methods, they want to develop the modern ideas. They are demanded to implement the modern ideas, such as the modern science. They are demanded to encourage and develop the modern science, scientific knowledge, and the new ideas such as nationalism, democracy, socialism. That side, people were attracted, and also people was demanded to, the revolutionaries demanded to the driving the foreign force, driving the foreigners from China, who were exploited the resources of China. So they are demanded to driving out the foreign force, driving out the foreigners. Foreigners means traders. So those who are exploited the resources of China. So, and also they demanded to abolish the foot binding. This is one of the bad practices practicing in China. Foot binding means the woman was not allowed to have grown feet. The woman, Chinese woman, not allowed to have fully grown foot. Fully grown foot is known as the foot binding. Foot binding is one of the bad practice in China. So they are demanded to abolish the foot binding in China, and also they demanded to give equal rights in between the men and women, and also they are demanded to reduce the poverty, and they are demanded to improve the living standards of the people. So these reform movements was continued in China. Under these circumstances, there are two political parties were emerged. One is the KMT. KMT means Kuomintang Party. Kuomintang Party is also known as National People's Party. Kuomintang Party is also known as National People Party. It is also known KMT. It was led by Chiang Kai-shek. So after the death of Sun Yat-sen in 1925, after the death of Sun Yat-sen in 1925, the Chiang Kai-shek has become the leader of China. Chiang Kai-shek became the leader of China. Then he was the four great needs. He was prescribed four great needs. Chiang Kai-shek was prescribed four great needs, that is clothing, food, transportation and housing. Clothing, food, housing, transportation. Like that, Chiang Kai-shek prescribed the four great needs. So he also, the Chiang Kai-shek, during his Chiang Kai-shek, the Kuomintang party based on Sun Yat-sen principles. Actually, the Kuomintang party based on Sun Yat-sen principles. So, but Chiang Kai-shek was the conservative. He was followed the traditional methods, and he, at the time during his rule, he launched military over the warlords. He launched the military into the regional military powers, and also he tried to suppress the warlords. At the same time, he tried to suppress the communism also in China. So during his period, Shanghai is one of the city. Shanghai is one of the developed city in China. So there we have found 5 lakhs the industrial workers in and around the Shanghai, but most of the workers are come under the unorganized sector. They did get only the less wages. Within the 5 lakhs industrial workers, only the small section of the people can get they worked in large industries like shipbuilding and other industries. Most of the people are working in small scale industries. Some are working as a hawker, some are working as a small traders. So like that, the most of the industrial workers and other people are did get only small wages. Only small section of the people can get the high wage. They worked under the large industries. So during this period, there is no much industrial development take place in China. Women did not get justice. Women get less wages compared to male workers. Women get less wages compared to male workers. So they they started their own organizations. Women organizations were set up by the women workers. So the Chiang Kai-shek was encouraged. Chiang Kai-shek was encouraged the industrial owners, which means the factory owners. Instead of he was not implemented any welfare programs of industrial workers. At the same time, the peasants were not get benefited by the Chiang Kai-shek, and some other section of people also unhappy with Chiang Kai-shek. So Chiang Kai-shek was a conservative. So he was prescribed 4 rituals. He was prescribed 4 rituals for women. So he mostly encouraged women to lead the household works. So he was encouraged women to remain in household works. He was prescribed 4 rituals for women. One is the chastity. Chastity means obey the husband's orders. So chastity, appearance, and speech and work. Only the 4 rituals were prescribed by the Chiang Kai-shek. Those are chastity. Chastity means the woman should be obey the orders of husband, the speech and work. appearance. At the time they required they should appear, and also it required means they should speak with other people, and mostly they are remains for household works. So like that, they also the Chiang Kai-shek also prescribed the frock-like dress for women. He was prescribed frock-like dress for women. So like the Chiang Kai-shek, the implemented his policies were not favorable to many sections of the people who suffered, and that is lead to develop the CCP. CCP means China Communist Party. Once you look at the board, so the establishing republic. So it was established in 1911 by Sun Yat-sen. Sun Yat-sen. So a republic was established by Sun Yat-sen in 1911, and three principles. He was prescribed three principles: San, Min, Chui. San means nationalism, Min means democracy, Chui means socialism. So the after the death of Sun Yat-sen, the Chiang Kai-shek was came into power. He was prescribed four great needs, that is clothing, food, housing, and transportation. So after the death of Sun Yat-sen, Chiang Kai-shek came into power, and he prescribed four great needs: clothing, food, housing, transportation. Then May 4th movement. During the May 4th movement, why the May 4th movement was held in 1919 in Beijing. So the unhappy people has come out of the streets, and they expected their lands from the Japan, but they did not get back their territories. That's why the people come out of the streets and agitated against the Treaty of Versailles. Is known as the May 4th movement. So the two parties, that is the Kuomintang party, and is also called as National Party. It is also called as KMT. CCP means Chinese Communist Party. It was established in 1921. So in the next class we will learn about the CCP, Chinese Communist Party. Okay. So please subscribe my channel and click like button. So this is about the establishment of republic. So from this topic, next class we will learn about the CCP. Thank you.